The 77th Texas Legislature enacted Senate Bill 638, which relates to the taking of biological specimens from a person arrested for, charged with, or convicted of certain offenses for the purposes of DNA analysis. Beginning February 1, 2002, these specimens must be collected and submitted to the Texas Department of Public Safety. The approved method for collecting these samples is by using the restricted DNA database Buccal Swab collection kit. This training video will demonstrate the proper use of the restricted DNA database Buccal Swab collection kit. The Buccal Swab collection kit is available for purchase at cost through the Texas Department of Public Safety General Services Bureau. All law enforcement agencies that need to take and submit samples under Senate Bill 638 must obtain the collection kits through the DPS General Services or directly from an approved vendor. When complete, the Buccal Swab collection kit provides the Texas Department of Public Safety with 2 buccal swabs that can be used for DNA profiling, information on the subject, and thumbprints for verification of subject identity. Let's look at the kit components. Each kit contains everything you'll need to collect and submit 2 buccal swab samples. 1 restricted DNA database information card, form number Lab 13R. 1 ink strip for thumbprinting. 1 pair of disposable gloves. 2 sterile wrap mouth swabs. 1 swab storage envelope. 1 kit shipping seal. 1 postage paid shipping envelope. 1 instruction sheet. We'll follow the instruction sheet to see how a sample should be taken. Please remember, to ensure a good sample, the subject should not have had any food or drink for 20 minutes prior to having the sample taken. Each collection kit arrives sealed. This ensures that the contents have not been tampered with. Before using a kit, check to see that the seal is intact. Before opening the kit, be sure you have a clean work area. Then break the seal, open the envelope, and lay the contents out on your work area. Perform the procedure on only 1 subject at a time. Do not open a kit for another subject until the prior kit has been sealed. If you do this, it'll be impossible to mix up samples. Print clearly the information requested on the restricted DNA database card. Space is provided for the subject's name, SID number, sex, race, date of birth, and offensive record. Also include the date the sample was collected. The agency name and phone number are needed in case the Department of Public Safety must contact you if a sample needs to be repeated. Please print your name clearly. Your signature certifies that you've been properly trained to collect this sample and that the restricted DNA specimen was taken in compliance with current DPS guidelines. Have the subject sign the restricted DNA database card. Clear thumbprints must be taken of the subject at the time of the swab collection. Without clear thumbprints, a sample cannot be used for the database. Let's look at the proper technique for taking thumbprints. If you have a fingerprint board, insert the restricted DNA database card. If you do not have a fingerprint board, position the card on your work surface. Open the ink strip provided in the kit. Place 1 edge of the thumb near the nail on the ink strip. Roll the thumb across the ink strip surface. Be sure to ink the entire surface of the thumb. Note the printed area is from nail to nail and from tip to below the first joint. Place 1 edge of the thumb near the nail on the far edge of the thumbprint box on the restricted DNA database card. Carefully and firmly roll the thumb across the card surface. Be sure to roll the entire surface of the thumb. Look at the thumbprints. If they're smudged, speared, or faint, discard the card and fill out a new one. Additional cards are available through the DPS CODIS lab. If the print is clear, print the other thumb in the same manner as the first. Allow the prints to dry while you go on to collect the buccal swab samples. Put on the disposable gloves and wear them throughout the rest of the procedure. Remove 1 swab from the protective sleeve. Be sure not to touch or eject the swab tip. Have the subject open their mouth. Place the swab into the subject's mouth and rub it on the inside of one cheek at least 6 times. Be sure to make contact with the subject's cheek along the entire length of the swab. Place the swab on top of the sterile sleeve to allow it to dry. Open the other swab and rub it on the inside of the other cheek at least 6 times. Place that swab on its sterile sleeve. Please allow the swabs to air dry for at least 5 minutes to ensure a good sample. Label the swab envelope with the subject's name and SID number. Use the subject's date of birth if no SID is available. Once the swabs have dried, place the swabs in the swab storage envelope, peel the protective paper from the flap, and close the flap of the envelope. Remember to never touch the swab tip with your hands or any other object except the sterile sleeve at any time. Before packing, check to see that the name and SID number of the swab envelope matches the name and SID number on the restricted DNA database card. Place the swab envelope and the restricted DNA database information card into the shipping envelope. Peel the backing from the shipping envelope and seal. Peel the backing from the shipping seal, place it on the shipping envelope where indicated, and initial and date the seal. Mail the kit to the Texas Department of Public Safety as soon as possible. Kits must be mailed within 3 business days of the date of collection. The kit postage is prepaid. Simply drop the kit into regular U.S. mail. Occasionally, a kit will not be usable due to improper sampling technique. In order to reduce the need for resampling, please keep in mind the following. Use only supplies provided in the kit or obtained from the Texas Department of Public Safety. Do not substitute any supplies from another source. If some supplies are missing or unusable, open a new kit. Additional database cards are available from the DPS CODIS lab. Keep a supply of these on hand in case you need to retake thumbprints or correct information on the card. Minor mistakes can be corrected by placing a single line through the incorrect information, initialing the mistake, and writing in the correct information. You must collect 2 swabs from each subject. If there's a problem with one or both of the swabs, open additional kits as necessary to produce 2 properly collected swabs. The thumbprints must be clear and verifiable. The restricted DNA database card must be filled out completely. The kit envelope must be properly sealed, which includes the date and initials. The Texas Department of Public Safety will DNA profile the sample and put the information into the restricted DNA database. That DNA profile will be automatically searched against all forensic DNA casework in the state database. Investigators will be notified in the event of a match. If you have any questions regarding the restricted DNA database or the collection kit, please write, email, or telephone the DPS CODIS lab.